Hello everyone, my name is Shayan Ahmed and welcome back to Simple S. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about the basics of Java. So, where can you code on Java? Well, you can use Notepad, but I won't really recommend that because Notepad, you can't run your code on Notepad. I use Visual Studio Code. If you want, you can also use Eclipse. And now, let's get started. First, I'll be teaching you the variable types, or you can also say them as data types. The first one is Boolean. Boolean equals true or false. Now, this is useful, for example, when you're creating a login page and you don't want the user to enter an empty name. So we can use Boolean there, and if you code it properly, then Boolean would check that whether there are any characters in the text box, and if there are no characters, it will show false, hence not the letting the user not log in when they just enter a blank space. After that, we have the number types. So the shortest one is byte. This can hold up to minus 128 to 127. After that, we have short, which can hold up to minus 32,768 to 32,767. After that, we have int, or you can say it as integer. This can store up to minus 2 billion to 2 billion. After that, we have long. This can store up to minus 9 quintillion to 9 quintillion. The rule for long is that at the end of the number, there should be a capital L. Okay, so let's move on. The problem with these number types is that they cannot store decimals. So for that, we have float and double. Float can store up to 7 decimal digits, whereas double can store up to 16 decimal digits. After that, we have char, which means character. This can store single character. The rule is that the single character should be surrounded by inverted comma, for example, like this. After that, we have string. String can store many characters, but the rule is that it should be surrounded by double inverted commas, for example, like this. Now, string is a reference data type. You learn what are reference and primitive data types in the future videos, but let me tell you that for now that reference data types are slow, but you'll get to know the advantages in the future videos. And all of the data types I've showed you except string are all primitive data types. Now let me show you how you can code. So I'm using Visual Studio Code, and if you want, you can also use this. Okay, so we'll go ahead, open a new file, and create a new file. Okay, after that we'll select the programming language as Java because we are learning Java. After that we'll go ahead and save our file as, for example, Shayan, which is by name. Then we have to type CLASS. Now so actually my editor was having a few issues because usually when I type CLASS, there are it does something automatically. But if your editor is also like mine, what you can do is you can type public class and then your file name, for example SHAYAN, and then curly braces. Now after that you need to type this. This is known as a method, and in the future videos I'll tell you how you can create your own method. So methods are very important. Okay, so yeah, we have done that, and now I'll show you about the rules. So for example, long x equals 1 2 3, and then there should be a capital L here. And don't forget to put a semicolon after you complete any code, because then only Java will get to know the code is completed and will start to read it. Now, how can we print this variable x? Well, to do that, what we'll do is system.out.print and then brackets, and then we type the variable name and then semicolon. Save the code, and now we will run the code. Now running the code will take a little bit of time, so I'll pause the video, and then when the code is run, it has started to debug the code. As you can see here, it is now debugging the code, and we'll wait for some time. And as you can see, it printed 1, 2, 3, which is our long variable. Now this just shows that the code is over. Now instead of long, we'll try, for example, character, char, and then over here that, save the code, and now run it. As usual, running the code will take some time, and it has started to debug the code. Debugging also takes, in fact, most of the time. You wait for it. Okay, so as you can see, this printed a, which is there in our character variable. Now let us try strings, string, and then we will type double inverted comma, and okay, so these are all the rules which I wanted to tell you. Now another thing which I wanted to show you guys was, if I put double inverted commas in the print statement, and if I type anything and run the code, we'll wait for it. Now as you can see, this printed hello. Now another thing which I wanted to show you was that if I copy that, just a second, and then Control V, and then instead of hello, we will type hi. Save the code, and now run it. So one thing which you'll notice is that, wait, let the code run, you guys, then I'll show you. So as usual, it takes a lot of time, of course. Okay, so as you can see that hello and hi have come together. Now to solve this problem, we can put a \n and again run the code, and as usual wait for some time. Okay, so as you can see, this printed hello, and then hi has been printed down. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thanks for